What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Let me see what we at looking like here. Big dog. What up, though? Jamal Sims. Let me let you know if y'all can hear me. T Smooth TV. Hey, what's up, man? Let's immediately get them lights up. You never know what's going on. But hey, get on in here, man. It's been a while since me and my dog Mike White jumped on here for burgers and blitzes. We did this on the super fly too. Like
Yes,
super
sir.
fly snooker. We ain't even talked about nothing. I just, hey man, dog, what's up? We ain't been doing burger and blitzes. You like, well, it's you, dog. It ain't me. I'm like, yeah.
You're the fucking district manager, man. Tell me when I'm supposed to show up to work.
He said it's you, motherfucker. It ain't me, dog. Get it right. So you know what? I figured it out. You know what I'm saying? Got the schedule worked, everything, all that good stuff, and then bam, now we back in it. How you doing, big dog?
I'm doing well, Bert. How about yourself?
Oh man, just chilling. You know what I'm saying? Let me give a shout outs. That's people that's jumping in the building. Make sure y'all hit that like button. It don't cost nothing. A lot of people say that, but really doesn't cost anything to hit that like button. Like, share, comment, all the good stuff. We're gonna talk some Cowboys football. But please, let's get those likes up, everybody in the building. If you're in this feed and you're feeling what's going on, man, hit that like button. But let me give a shout out to T Smooth TV, Jamal Sims, GPW311. Who else we got in here? My dog, the ninja. He been waiting for you, Mike. He said, when you getting them damn burgers and blitzes back on and Mike White? I said, hey, he's one to motivate me because I was like, damn, you know what? And then I hit you up right after you did that, and then here we are. So this is for you, the ninja. See, he just said it. My guy, there it is. $5 holla. Hey, ho, appreciate you, dog.
Thank you,
Teresa
sir.
Lean, David Jenkins, everybody getting up in here, man. So, Mike, check this out.
Yes,
We've
sir.
been talking the last 2 days. I had Connor and I had Dalton on, and we talked, corners and safeties. And then yesterday we had Tyler Patman on, ex-cornerback from the Dallas Cowboys. After he was off, we talked about the hirings of Quinn and everything. And since I ain't really, hollered at you about none of this stuff, and I ain't really been fucking with Twitter lately. I ain't really just been paying attention to it all like that. And I know how you be going hammer time. Talk to me about, the recent signings and kind of what's your thoughts about it. You know what I mean? Dan Quinn, Witt, and they just hired a young boy on the defensive line. Kind of, what's your thoughts, man?
It's kind of, I can see how people can be frustrated because it seems like we went from the Atlanta defense to the Atlanta defense. But defensive coordinator, you're only as good as your talent. The league is full of defensive coordinators that were fired when their talent ran dry. And hell, we just hired one. Dan Quinn, he had the Legion of Boom. Was he responsible for drafting those guys? No. Maybe he had a little bit of say in the matter, but it's the defensive coordinator is only as good as his talent. But I do like his philosophies, and that's what you can change. Mm-hmm. Is everywhere Dan Quinn has been, he's had heavy defensive tackles and he's had free safeties. They can actually NFL caliber free safeties. They've had strong safety play, and I know Keanu O'Neal had a down year last year, but so did everybody else on that team. So, from my standpoint, it's there's worse hires. There's damn sure worse hires you could have made, and it can't really be called a bad hire until you get to do some talent and see what he does with it. If he was sitting there with the 2019 San Francisco defensive talent and came up, the team was 5-11, we may have something to say about that.
Mm-hmm. I feel you. Now I'm gonna jump into that. What's up, Sheila? Oh, Sheila, how you doing today? I'm glad you're up in here. I missed you. Make sure we keep on getting them likes up. But I'm gonna bounce off of that, Mike, because I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be totally honest. This is on my kid and on God, Mike. I knew we were gonna hire Dan Quinn.
Mm-hmm.
Just 100%. I knew we were gonna hire him because he was a name. The Legion of Boom. All that was attached to him, and I just felt like they were going to go that route instantly. I didn't feel like they were going to do this long searching. And I feel like the main reason is because Jerry's long in the tooth. He ain't trying to do all that long ass searching. Not trying to do that. And Stephen Jones, they want to get somebody in there now. And when I heard Jerry Jones say, man, I shouldn't have jumped out like that on changing to the 3-4 and doing all this and that. That let me know right now he's gonna go back to being the safe side. He's gonna go back to being safely. And what is a safe hire? And I'm not hating on Dan Quinn, big dog, but what is a safe hire right now? Dan Quinn's a safe hire. He is. He's a safe hire because he has the Legion of Boom attached to him. That's a good resume. We saw what happened in Atlanta, but he did have a lot of injuries over there. I guess you can use that. This is how I feel about it. I feel like maybe if you were a head coach and you were spread thin in all these different areas, Mike, maybe that's why you weren't great overall. You did go to the Super Bowl, even though you had the epic. You did go, though. Now, let me look at it like this, Mike. If you went back to just being a defensive coordinator, maybe you might just be sweet again because you're just focusing on defense. You're not focusing on nothing else. You're focusing on getting your players you want. You're focusing on you maybe free agency, the players that are there. You're focusing on just that and building that. And like he said, the brotherhood. So maybe because of that, you might go back to being good. But here's my pause. Like you said, I don't think you had all that input with that Legion of Boom all like that, like everybody tried to pump it.
That was Scott McCloughan.
You feel me? That wasn't Dan Quinn.
That was Scott McCloughan. But that goes back to with the DC is only as good as the talent he's given, and we have a solid scouting department.
Yes, we do.
And we have a Scott McCloughan. He may not crash 24 pack on the first day of the draft, but he's still Will McClay has a damn good eye for talent.
Mm-hmm. And we haven't done bad in the drafts.
No, and the issue is people want to hate on this defense. Well, the guy that they let have control of the top of the draft for the last half decade is the reason your defense sucks the way it does. Rod Marinelli had way too much input.
Okay, so let me ask you this. So you think Dan Quinn's going to have any input, or they're just going to is it going to be the McClay? How is Dan Quinn, since he's a new hire, you got Joe Witt in the building, is he going to have some input up in this?
I would expect him to. I would also expect him to have a better eye for talent than Rod Marinelli had. Rod Marinelli.
I will agree with that. Rod
Marinelli despised defensive tackles.
Mm-hmm. And Quinn does like him.
Rod Marinelli despised safeties. Stephen Jones despises safeties because when they hear safety, they picture John Lynch. They picture Cam Chancellor. They picture these headhunters. Your safeties, the modern day safety, even the strong safety, is the guy who can't quite corner. He doesn't have quick enough hips. He can't stand the hips on the go route. He can't get up there and get it. That is your safeties. And when they hear safety, they hear, Cam Chancellor, Roy Williams.
Mm-hmm. Well, here's the thing. So you got a difference between Dan Quinn. Now you missing something, and I want to expand about what you was talking about. You said Dan Quinn likes to get some defensive tackles in there and some big ones, and he definitely likes the free safety because it's optimal in his defense that he likes to run. He runs the heavy cover 3, runs the cover. He plays a lot of zone cover 1, but he heavy cover 3. So he definitely wants to have those type of guys. Now I'm already tell you right now, I already feel like Neal's going to be signed by Dallas.
Maybe.
Why wouldn't he? Isn't it? Because think about it. Come on, Mike. Now I'm gonna say this. Think about
it. The reason I say that I can stop you is Stephen Jones. Will he take less than $8 million a year? If he'll take less than $8 million a year, we'll sign him.
I know that. Now I know we already talked about that money thing, but I feel like maybe the Dan Quinn where he might, I don't know, because he's young and he's probably going to get another contract. He can get 2 contracts. He's 26, right?
Yes. Well, we get free.
He can get 2 more contracts. This one and another one.
Why don't we go get Richard Sherman on a 1-year, $5 million deal?
You keep talking that Richard Sherman, but I don't know about that, dog. He ain't never played it.
No, neither did Woods until he moved there and balled out when he went.
Yeah, but that's a big gamble. Why wouldn't you go with more of a Neal and a younger player? That
because it's because they're not going to pay the money, and I'm trying to find a stopgap that can bring.
I feel you now. I talk like that, Mike. I talk like that. I don't talk like an imaginary person. Yeah. I talk like the money. I don't talk like that. I talk like real money. No, I don't do that shit.
People keep talking about Justin Simmons. Like,
no, we ain't even talking about him.
First of all, Justin Simmons is going to bring over 10. Second of all, Justin Simmons is not the player that people think he is. Y'all need to go check that dude's numbers. He gave up 75% completion percentage on the year. Y'all want to pay that man $12 million a year? Come on now.
Jeff, well, you know what they're looking at.
Jeff,
Mike, you know what they're looking at. Oh, Mike, you know what they're looking at. They're looking at the interceptions. I have people don't even watch the tape of Justin Simmons, and you know that. So
that dude cannot cover a post route to save his life. He gets 8 up. You don't want him. We know we ain't even talking about it because he's gonna cost too damn much. So, like you said, we don't talk about players that's not gonna come here that cost too much. I do think that Neal could come here though. I do have a feeling he's gonna come here. I don't hate it. I don't hate it whatsoever. If they can make the deal work, if he wants to do on like a 1-year prove it thing, because with the injuries and whatnot, he wants to bring his stock back up. I'm all about it. Bring him in on a 1-year deal at, hell, give him 8. Because it's not, we know, Steve, we know the break point is 10.
Mm-hmm. We know it's not 10. We're not going above 10 for nobody.
That 10 could literally be free agent Deshaun Watson. And Stephen Jones is not going to pay him over $10 million a year.
No, he's not.
It's not happening. Period.
And that's what I said my last shows. Like, see, here's the thing, Mike. And let me give a shout out to my dog, Young Wilson. Aloha from Hawaii with the $9.99 holla. Hey ho, $9.99 holla. Might bring that money up in this bitch. So, but I'm saying though, I feel you with what you're saying, because that's why. Look, the last shows I've been doing, Mike, and I already been thinking this. When I look at free agents, I don't even look at top guys. Well, fuck forward. We ain't gonna get them. Anybody, like you said, anybody. I'm for real. I literally said this last night, Mike. Anybody over 9, we're not touching them. Unless
at the end of the day, we got to get all this. We're in a salary cap league, and at the end of the day, we got to fit all this under the cap. And we got this pie, and everybody that gets a piece of the pie, and anybody that gets a larger piece of the pie, at the end of the day, people get a smaller piece of the pie. We've all heard it. We've heard it.
Mm-hmm. Well, as I said before, I still think Neal is coming. I hear what you're saying about Richard Sherman, but you think he's going to take a bargain? Hell no.
I think, he's 33 years old, dude.
So? Them dudes got egos.
I understand that. I understand that. I understand that. But do you think anybody we're in the
I feel you in what you're about to say. I'm not paying him shit.
Yeah,
I'm not paying him shit now.
And we're about to be in a weird off season.
Right.
With this cap,
is this shit real with this cap about dropping and shit? Talk to me, dog. I mean, you be having inside information. What the fuck?
188.
188 is what we're looking at.
188.
All right. So 188, and you
which is only.
Now, hold up. I've been hearing your ass saying it's a good time to sign Dak. So did they franchising him again?
If they,
yep. You know they are.
They are going to franchise him again because it's a starting point for the negotiations. The agent wants that franchise tag for the baseline of the negotiations. So you already have him at 37, which I think it's going to be like 37. Some shit like that. Anyway, so we already have him at 37.5. This is where we're at. If you want to drop that number, figure out how to make the other years work. That it's a negotiation point. And he probably most likely, unless the way I understand things right now, he's going to get franchise tagged.
I know he's going to get tagged.
But it's not going to be a to July franchise tag. It's the
starting point.
Yes, the team and Todd France, they already know that the franchise tag, bam. from no matter what happens from this point on, my man has a guaranteed 37 and some change next season. And if you want to lower that cap hit, now we got to work on that guaranteed money.
They're going to have to, dog, because, see, here's my problem with that, and I'm not going to spend a whole bunch of time on this shit. But my problem was I'm already here, Steven, just like you said, already throwing that cap shit out there.
That's all he talks about. That dude can't speak for.
He can't talk about nothing else.
Man, I don't want to hear about that cap.
Shut the fuck up, dog. Shut the fuck up.
You signed a goddamn linebacker and a running back early. And the linebacker has one fucking leg. And right. you want to get cute about the quarterback? No, I'm not even hearing this.
Ain't nobody that. Yeah.
No. Take that shit outside. Maybe the fucking squirrels are here because I fucking don't. No, I'm not trying to get cute with a quarterback. The most important positions in the NFL. We've already seen it. We watched the Rams and we watched the 49ers go to the damn Super Bowl and lose the shit because they didn't have the quarterback they needed to win the damn game. We've watched it happen. The talent we can put around him with the savings. Well, you want to put talent around Jared Goff? You've seen it. You want to put talent around Jimmy Garoppolo? Well, we've seen it. You want to put talent around Phillip Rivers? We've seen it. The quarterback is a known commodity. You have to pay it. It's like buying a car and you know you need to put fuel in the damn thing. If you buy a Ferrari and you put 87 octane in it, the motherfucker's going to crash when you get to the NFC Championship game. That's the fact of the matter.
Yeah. You ain't lying. Telling the truth. That's why I fucks with you. That's why I fucks with you. You know what I'm saying?
And if you think Stephen Jones is going to put more talented team around whatever quarter, say you get Cam Newton or Jimmy Garoppolo, Andy, what quarter? Deshaun Watson. Okay, so you get Deshaun Watson and you trade. You do a 1-for-1 trade. 1-for-1 trade. Bam. No draft picks or anything like that. And they save $10 million off the cap because they don't have to eat a signing bonus. And you're going to pick up a tier 4 free agent defensive tackle and a tier 2 fucking free agent safety. And you're going to fucking go 9 and whatever. Congratulations. At least you don't have a top 5 quarterback anymore.
I mean, you speaking it real, but that's why I ain't excited. That's why I've been saying the mantra for 2021, basically until I die, is we'll see. I ain't listening to none of that shit no more, Mike. I ain't listening to none of that shit no more because y'all motherfuckers
it's nonsense.
Motherfuckers be lying because you know goddamn well you should have been signed your motherfucking quarterback. Been there, done that. You should have been did that. And we still, and see, that's the problem. We still sitting here right now, Mike. We should be talking about draft picks and this and that, but we ain't talking about that. We're talking about that because he still ain't signed.
Because it's on some dumb shit.
On dumb shit for how many years? You feel me? It's gonna be dumb shit again, and you know it.
We just watched Lamar Jackson blow his second straight fucking playoff series, and they cannot wait to figure out an extended contract for him. Josh Allen played like dog shit versus Tennessee last weekend. They ended up winning the game because Tennessee was so committed to the run. They cannot wait to get that man signed because they know they've been through quarterback purgatory, and Dallas can't wait to get back into it. Explain it to me like I'm 5. I just don't. I don't understand it. I really don't. I really don't understand it. Of all positions you want to get cute with, it's not the quarterback. When you have a known elite quarterback position, you do not get cute with that. You give the man his money and you figure the rest out. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you can add another defensive tackle. It doesn't matter if you can add another edge rusher. The fact of the matter is you have a fucking quarterback.
Right. And let's look at the way you pounding on the table. Let's just look at Aaron Rodgers right now, big dog. Motherfucker Mike McCarthy took his ass on, and what the hell is Aaron Rodgers doing? 2 straight NFC championships and could go to a Super Bowl again. And why? Because it's him. It's because of him, Mike. Because when you look at the
coach, it's funny you bring that up.
I'm bringing it up.
So Aaron Rodgers has a beef with Mike McCarthy going back over a decade.
I know he does. I'm gonna be rolling up while you doing that.
Yeah, they took Alex Smith over him when Mike McCarthy was the OC in San Francisco. They took Alex Smith over Aaron Rodgers, and Aaron Rodgers had a beef about that for over a decade. They never saw eye to eye. And then when when Mike McCarthy was trying to get Aaron to run the more pre-snap motion and the play action and all of that stuff, he hated it, and he would motion out of it. Those play calls that people talk about, Aaron Rodgers would yell at the sideline and cuss out Mike McCarthy because the play call sucked. You're an idiot. What are you doing? Mm-hmm. That's because he would call pre-snap motion and play action. He hated it. They went away from it. And then they got in a beef, and then Mike McCarthy left, and then Mike McFleur comes in, and then he hates him, and then he realizes that the offense works, and how much easier it makes a veteran quarterback, and now we're here. But apparently that was Mike McCarthy's fault.
Well, I mean, Mike, though, I mean, like I said, Mike gone, and Rodgers still doing his thing.
Yes, he is.
You know what I'm saying? But the whole point of me saying that is
they're running a more modern offense, and it's funny how when you run a more modern offense, it makes a quarterback's job easier. When the elite quarterback gets in that system, how it makes him perform.
You're right, and the guy that came in fitted to Aaron Rodgers. But my whole point of me saying that, Mike, is Aaron Rodgers is a franchise quarterback through and through.
Yes.
You feel what I'm saying? Yes. And it didn't matter if he got any kind of decent coach that was saying, hey, Aaron Rodgers is my guy. Aaron Rodgers is going to take you far if you just have a little bit of decent talent around. You get what I'm saying?
Aaron Rodgers makes the playoffs with Scott Linehan. That's
what I'm saying. That's how important. You see that green right there, y'all? I just been showing that all the time. But when you got an Aaron Rodgers, dog, you always have a chance, and that's what we're talking about, having a franchise quarterback. When you got a dog as a quarterback, you always have a chance every single freaking year. And then that is the point of why you got to sign.
You get a coach that makes his job easier, like Kellen Moore did, and you've seen what Dak did.
Do you like McCarthy? Do you like McCarthy, dog? Yes or fucking no?
No.
I knew you didn't. I knew you didn't. Why don't you tell me? Why don't you like him? Because he was riding off of Aaron Rodgers?
No, he's an upgrade over Jason Garrett, beyond a shadow of a doubt. But if I want a head coach that's not calling plays, if I want a head coach that's not calling the defense, if I want a head coach that's not wrapped up in special teams, I want that coach to be a definitive difference every Sunday in the game management and the strategy on how we're going to attack the opposing team.
And you're basically saying McCarthy is not that person.
We definitely won games this year that we would not have with Jason Garrett. He's an upgrade over Jason Garrett, but I do not think that he is. I mean, I know I'm going to say this name, and I know that it's a bar that nobody could ever reach. He's not Bill Belichick. And that's for me, that's the tier when you have your coaching isn't salary capped. Mm-hmm. When you can pay Bill Belichick $275 million a year if you want to. Why don't you make your coaching the most elite staff that anybody's ever seen? You know, say
true storage. But here's the thing, though. When you say that, though, Mike, does everybody want to work with Jerry?
No.
And that's the point. Because everybody hypes this job up. Oh, come to Dallas. It's the great facilities, this and that. Everybody says. But see, if you're a coach, do you really want to coach under Jerry Jones, Mike?
Nah.
No, you don't. So that's why we don't get them. That's why we get the Dan Quinns. Because Dan Quinn – hold up. Because Dan Quinn is happy because Dan Quinn got his ass fired in Atlanta, right? But come on over to Dallas, it's plush.
I would say nobody wants to coach under Jerry, but I would say there's at least 100 people that would love to coach this offense.
Oh, hell yeah. That's why McCarthy brought his ass over.
So, and that's why Kellen ain't leave.
Exactly. Because you see what the hell is popping over here.
And
But like I said,
he knows he's a head coach in waiting because McCarthy ain't going to be the head coach here in 2023. I bet you I'd bet my house on that.
hey, Mike, I'm gonna go ahead and pump my chest on this one. I'm gonna beat my chest like a motherfucking gorilla right now, okay? Because as soon as Kellen Sniff becoming OC, I say he's the next head coach. They're doing them just like they did Garrett, bro.
Well, I mean,
yeah, they are.
I understand that logic, but it's a different scenario. I mean, one of them is a good coach and one of them isn't.
Okay.
Jason Garrett's not a good coach.
Hell no. I know he's a whack ass coach. Redheads don't win shit.
And Kellen Moore isn't exactly ready to be head coach. But if it came to the point of us losing Kellen Moore or Mike McCarthy, I tell you, he was leaving.
I already told you. I mean, I know this. Like I said, the boy wonder. Listen, when they hired him or brought him on, I said he is the next head coach. I said that from day one. So I said he's the head coach in waiting. And you know why I said he's the head coach in waiting? Because he's only 32 years old, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Feel me? He can be an offensive coordinator for 4 to 5 freaking years, and when he becomes a head coach, he's still under 40.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's perfect for him.
Yep.
Oh, hey, we got a $10 holler from Texas D903. We have the best facilities in the league. Why not the best coaching? I feel because hey, nobody wants to coach under Jerry except the guys that I don't know.
The Jones boys rather be comfortable. They rather come to work every day and enjoy the
person they work with. Yes.
There's a reason Jason Garrett stayed on another 6 years longer than he should have.
Mm-hmm.
He's comfortable. They want to come to work and enjoy the people they work with.
That's what it is. That's what it is, Mike. What do the players say, Mike, when they come play us? It's a country club atmosphere here.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? And that's why we don't win, dog. That's why, because we don't have that. You know what's funny to me, Mike? When everybody keeps on jumping up and saying, we need to go back to that 2018 defense. Like that 2018 defense was nasty and it was like doggish. That 2018 defense wasn't even dope.
No, they got clapped on yards. They got clapped like 218. It was 273 yards a game and like 123 yards rushing, and they just happened to keep people out of the red zone. That was when they got red zone stops. That was the only difference. That's the only difference in that 2018 supposed top 10 defense. They got red zone stops, and there was a few missed field goals in there. That was it. Outside of that, our defense has been bad since. And that's
the problem that everybody was when they're like, oh, we want to go back to the 2018 defense. That's the problem, Mike. When they're talking, you're disillusioned to thinking that the 2018 defense was great. Yeah. And they're talking about going back to that, and it wasn't even great. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, we'll see. I don't believe none of this shit because let me see you get this defensive tackle. Let me see you get this free safety. Let me see you actually step out there and do this. And if you don't do it, I mean, it's going to be the same thing.
Yeah. But, that's what gives me hope on the Dan Quinn hire. The defensive tackles and the safeties. He's had them everywhere he's been.
And so that's maybe our hope. Well, man.
That's all we have, man. What fuck else we going to do?
We ain't got shit else, dog. And you and I both know. We're going to sit here and just sitting there thinking like, man, what the fuck?
Be all fucking poopy pants for no damn reason,
And we don't want to come on this show and be mad as fuck, but they make it like that, Mike.
Sign the quarterback.
Sign the quarterback and we'd be happy as shit.
Sign the quarterback, get the defense, get the defense inside the fucking top teams, and you can win the damn thing, man.
Here's the thing, Mike. I mean, that's why we're all frustrated, dog. That's why they make me sick. Because you're sitting there, Mike, like we all sitting there like, sign your motherfucking quarterback. You can go ahead and get your defense now. Stop fucking off and show everybody you being serious. But they ain't being serious. They still doing the same hoe ass shit. That's why I ain't believing it.
Pussyfooting around with the most important position in the
NFL. They should already have this motherfucking negotiations right now and be like, let's make this happen.
They should have signed Dak 3 fucking years ago, if we're being honest.
Well, we already know that. But right now, though, Mike, you should be at the negotiation table and saying, and here's the thing, Mike, what are they going to do? They ain't going to jump in the media. Oh, yeah, We gave him this.
Okay, so I got a little nugget. For what it's worth, Todd France and Stephen Jones aren't on speaking terms.
I know they hate each other, right?
Yes.
Damn near.
They do. They hate each other.
Mm-hmm.
But I know for a fact that Jerry Jones and Todd France have had multiple phone conversations.
So Daddy got to jump in and smooth this over.
So he's playing good cop, and I put this on Twitter a few weeks back, hell, it may be a month back now, but there's been a little progression there, and they can't say anything right now because just the way the cap, yada yada. Because Steven's on the competition committee, who's still trying to set the cap, yada yada yada. They know what the cap's going to be, cap, but the negotiations for the last, I would say, 2 months have went further than they have in the last 3 years.
That's why I fuck with you, Mike. See, that's why I bring Mike on, because this motherfucker's an insider. Y'all don't be knowing that shit. You know what I'm saying? He's a motherfucking insider. That's why I bring my dog on this bitch, because he be knowing his shit.
So that's and that it could all fall to hell because we know how these things go. Mm-hmm. But the fact of the matter is, Jerry and Steve and Todd France have spoken several times.
Well, see, that's a good thing because, hey, if Daddy got to be the mediator. Okay, so let me ask you this, Mike, since you said that. So is Daddy the one that really loves Dak and Steven don't? What's going on, dog? Does Steven love Dak or not?
Steven would try to squeeze a fucking penny and turn it into 2 dimes. Mm-hmm. That's his issue.
That's just his issue.
And Steven's issue.
He's just a cheap ass.
Steven's issue is he took over. If y'all remember when they gave Romo when Jerry gave Romo that ill-advised deal when he was 34 years old, coming off of multiple back surgeries with 111 or 110, some shit like that guaranteed. Right. Steven took over. He got more of the cap. He got control over the contracts and stuff like that when he was still dealing with that bad Romo contract. Mm-hmm. And it's, in my opinion, it's paralyzed him. And in my opinion, he's also a scared ass bitch that.
Yeah, he ain't got no nuts.
No.
He's scared as fuck. He's scary as fuck.
So
and that's why we're being held back because of him now. And that's what's so crazy, Mike, because listen, this was so crazy, Mike, that I've been hearing people and I'm feeling it. Okay. Shout out to my guy right here. This is Hillafool 817. Shout out to you, baby, for the $4.99 holla for your mind. Love the content. Fort Worth, Texas, checking in. Shout out to you, baby. Fort Worth here, representing 817. I'm just in the 614. But Mike, listen, that's what's crazy because I was mad at Jerry for not crazy mad, but just how he just shut the fuck up, Jerry. But you know what? I'm looking at Steven. I'm like, damn, I kind of need Jerry to stay a little bit longer because if Steven bring his little cheap ass in, oh my God, how the shit gonna be? I was excited for Steven back in the day. Now I'm scared for Steven to take over.
Yeah, there's that I found out about 6 years ago that light we thought was at the end of the tunnel that was Stephen Jones was actually a train. Stephen Jones gives me zero hope for the future of this franchise.
Zero hope, dog. I thought I had hope with him. Now I'm like, we in a worse way with Jerry. We're in the worst way now, Mike.
Because, people like Jerry. People around the league like Jerry. Owners like Jerry.
Don't like Steven.
Nobody likes Steven.
Nobody likes him.
Steven has spent 3 decades being the kid born on third base, burning bridges everywhere he went and getting in pisses matches every time he got a fucking chance. Mm-hmm. It wasn't what the DeMarcus Lawrence contract. What was that fucking last summer or was it the summer before last? I'm bad.
That was like 2 years ago.
So him and DeMarcus Lawrence's agent end up in a goddamn shoving match in front of the entire league at the damn combine.
Because he's saying D-Law ain't Khalil Mack anymore.
Yeah, he ain't this, he ain't that. You know, he get. You know, how is that man supposed to run a team? That's I don't know, man. I need to get some dinner. This shit's making me sick.
I love you, Mike. That's why I fucks with you. Your ass will be talking, be like, "Hey, man, I'm done."
About to throw this damn computer off the balcony. I ain't trying to fuck my night up.
You wild, dog. Hey, man, let everybody. That's why I fucks with you, because I can easily end it, because I'm gonna still keep talking. But let everybody know where they find your ass, since you mad as shit.
So my Twitter handle is @NotToBeTrite. You can catch me on there. I'm usually on there talking some nonsense that actually makes sense, but it's still
you wild as fuck, bro. You is wild as fuck, dog.
Hey, I can't help that Deshaun Watson ain't what people think he is. I can't change that. So anyway, I'm gonna go eat. I got a cheesesteak downstairs. My Grubhub got here about 10 minutes ago. I'm gonna go grub down on that.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna just tell you right now, I'm gonna be back home before 2022, and I'm gonna be back visiting. So when I get my ass there, you better have me some goddamn good food, because you always be cooking that shit and posting on Twitter. You better have that shit from me, big dog.
What you want? Want some brisket?
Hell yeah, I want that brisket, because you be going ham on that motherfucking brisket. Yeah, that's what I want.
Brisket, we do it. We do the whole damn thing. Just
poppers, all that shit. Yeah, we're gonna do a live show. But hey, appreciate you, man. Thanks for jumping on right quick. You know what I'm saying? Go follow my guy Mike White on Twitter. Mike Not To Be Trite, doing his damn thing, and I'll talk to you, big dog. Berkeley and Blitzes, you know what we do.
Appreciate your time, baby. Y'all have a good one.
Peace. All right, man. I'm about to head up off of here, because I'm about to 024. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could show y'all. Did I show y'all? I'm gonna show you again. See, you know what I mean? It ain't, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if you can see it like you want. Got some nice orange hairs in there. This is my Mad River Kush. I'm about to tap right now. I got it crushed up and raw. And then, like I said, what else? And then I got this, got the Mad River, and I got the Cool, like that. What a blue thing. Come on, blue thing. You wilding out, blue thing. Sweet Kush. This is my other one, Sweet Kush. I'm saying, I'm about to roll a big fatty right now. I'm about to get it in. Ooh, purple platinum. See, I love it. Like, I love it. Yes, this is, because my guy, I'm gonna keep it real. I know how a lot of people hate on the medical. And trust me, a lot of that medical is not great. But my guy, I have about, let me keep it real, I have about 20 dudes. I have about 20 peoples. Like, I know everybody. I ain't friend. Ask Blue Thing. Blue Thing, no, I know everybody for real. So I guess I don't never have no problem getting the chronic. So I got like about 2,000 people. You feel me? But my guy right here, he fucks with the real medical. You know what I'm saying? He fucks with this ain't no bullshit, because I don't smoke that bullshit, dog. I don't know what any of y'all be thinking. You guys, Blue Thing, I don't smoke no bullshit. That don't never come up in the crib. We don't smoke that bullshit. I don't smoke that bullshit up in the house. So nobody ever gonna be telling me I smoke some whack ass shit, because I don't do that. And if you ever give me some whack ass shit, if you ever give me some whack ass shit, if you my boy, I'll let it slide. If you a motherfucker I don't know like that, and you give me some whack ass shit after you've been bragging about it, I'm gonna never speak to you again. I'm gonna just straight talk shit about you the whole goddamn time. Don't fuck with him. And I don't even want to do that, but nah, fuck that. Yeah, I feel you, Texas, but not the shit I get. I'm just keeping it real. I don't, and a lot of it is whack. I will tell you, a lot of it is. But I don't, the shit I get ain't whack, dog. I'm gonna just tell you right now. So I don't know, maybe from what y'all heard or what y'all fuck with, but bro, my shit be flame. I don't be smoking no bullshit, bro. Like never. I ain't trying to do that. What? That's a waste of motherfucking cash, dog. Why the fuck I'm gonna do that? That's stupid. I might as well not even smoke. If I'm gonna just smoke on some dumb whack ass bullshit, then why the fuck? Why am I spending money? That's just stupid. That's just bad business. So that don't happen over here. For real. I'll never ever smoke no bullshit over this motherfucker. I'm not wasting my money on that shit. The fuck? I done got bougie as a motherfucker. That's bull thing. I done got bougie as a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You better come with some good, or I'm not talking to you any longer. Like we ain't even gonna be friends no more. Like probably won't even be friends no more. I'm about to smoke a big bat. Don't be mad at me, boo. That's what y'all talking about. What y'all talking about over there? What y'all talking about over there? Yeah, I'm very serious about the burn, baby. Like it's part of my life. Like it's in the budget. I got a homie. I don't know if you ever heard of him. He's called the Cannabis Cowboy. I post some, my stuff. Somebody invited me into the group, and we talked a few times, and I want him to come on my show so we can have a cannabis show. For real, he's a cannabis cowboy, and he be looking like he be having some fire. So I'm like, well, shit, let's do a show together. You feel me? I'm like, let's do a damn show together. If you the cannabis cowboy, I ain't the cannabis cowboy, but I guess it in. That's your title, not mine. But I get it in. All right, y'all ready to talk? Y'all ready to talk? I got like 15 minutes. We're gonna talk. Y'all rolled up? Y'all better get with the program. Roll up, y'all. Who's smoking with me right now? Throw me some fire emojis. Who's smoking with me right now? Who's smoking with me right now? Throw some fire emojis. Oh yeah, this some good. I ain't even fronting. Like I'm not lying. That's some good. Okay, okay. Sky High 22 Jim Laws. I feel you, Texas. I've been in that boat. I feel you, Texas D. I've been in that boat. I hate that boat. I remember when I was on papers. I'm sorry we ain't talking Cowboys football. Forgive me. We ain't always talk about this shit, but I remember when I was on papers. That was the worst. That was the worst. I was on papers for 2 years. Oh, I hated life. I never really messed with bowls. Like I had my peoples got me bowls. I had a couple of nice little small ones. Now, I don't do bones because I just don't. I ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing no bones. You know what I'm saying? I'm a blunt guy. I don't roll J's. I don't do that. My homie, my homie Juan, shout out to you, baby, if you watching. My baby, my dog in Cali. That's my brother. He's like for real, my brother from another. Let's keep getting them likes up though. I don't mess with edibles either. I know some people. I mean, I can get them edibles whenever. I ain't an edible type guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not an edible guy. You know what I mean? Eating candy and cookies and that it just don't do it for me. I want a blunt. I mean, yeah, I know. Yeah, I just, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I like, my homie be having them pens too. You feel me? My homie be having them pens. So I like them pens. They incognito and they discreet. So I like pens. You know what I mean? So pens is cool. I rock with the pens. Hey ho, young Wilson with the 190 high and holla. James, just do a dab with the blunt. Okay, okay, okay. Just remember, the young, we going to be there in Hawaii soon. Oh wow, he said a Benadryl. I don't know if I'm gonna do that. I'll be too scared to do something like that. Yeah, that'd be scary. If I don't know if I do that. I'm scared to do something like that. Mm-mm. I might have a heart attack or something. You feel me? You know what I mean? For real, Thurston? Damn, I was at work at my old job like a year ago, and my ass was hitting that pen right at the job. You remember Boo Thing? Remember when I was at the job hitting that pen? I was at work just hitting the pen like bump it right, just sitting right there. Uh-oh, here they come. Okay, bet. Yeah, ask Boo Thing. I was at the job just, you know what I'm saying? I was on the phone just tapping them jokers. Like, you had the pen, like, they like, you can't do that at work. Like, you can't come at work and just have the pen. You know what I'm saying? I was like incognito, like I was hitting a vape. I don't be caring though. Sorry. The haters is in the building, so make sure y'all get them likes up. I thought they took a break. They came back. I don't know about that new Coming to America. I've been seeing the highlights of it. You know what I'm saying? I've been seeing the highlights of it, and in my heart, I'm like, I want to watch it because I'm sitting there thinking like I'm gonna give it a chance, but it's never gonna touch number. It's never gonna touch Coming to America. It's never gonna touch that. But if it's just a little bit, like if it's half of Coming to America because they older, I'm gonna still rock with it. You feel me? But ain't nothing ever gonna touch Coming to America ever in this life. KMTU, wow. Okay, so the 8 people that's in here, they hate. That's the 8 people that's in here because I seen the watch and jump, and I seen the 8 people in here hate. So that's the weirdos. Okay, gotcha. That's cool. I mean, hey, remember we got to battle back against the hate. Love always conquers hate, so make sure we rise above because it's trying to do it right now. But I'm about to bang out here anyway. My dog Mike, he got all frustrated. He'll just leave the feed. Like that's one thing I like about Mike. Like he won't just stay on the feed for like another 15, 20 minutes and just talk about mumbo jumbo. He'll just get mad and just be like, I'm done talking about this on. That's how much I know he loves the Cowboys. That's how much I know he believes the Cowboys because he gets mad and just says, I'm done with the feed. I don't want to talk about this no more. That's why I know his heart is all the way invested in this. So all I can say is I just hope the Cowboys do the right thing. Exactly. Um, but I just hope the Cowboys do the right thing. I'm not getting hyped up about it any longer. I just hope the Cowboys do the right thing. You know, kind of like when you watch the movie Do the Right Thing. I hope the Cowboys just do the right thing and you know make the right decisions. You know, no, I didn't get to check out that series, but you know, it's hard for me to just jump up and get excited about you know, the hirings. I want to just see it now, you know, and it's been like that even with it was like that with Garrett, but I ain't gonna lie, last year I was super geeked up with McCarthy, all that, and it just fell flat on the face. So now I guess I'm just back in that let me see mode like I was with Garrett, but I didn't believe it with Garrett. I never did. But I guess I'm gonna let me see it with McCarthy because I guess I still give him, even though it was Rodgers, I still give it to him that he went to a Super Bowl and you won a lot of games. But you did have Aaron Rodgers as your quarterback, and he's proven that without you, he can still do great things. So that's where I get the pause now. So I got to see now, McCarthy, because you did great things with Aaron Rodgers, but he's doing great things without you there. 2 straight years, NFC championships without you. So I need to see it now. You know, I can't I was geeked up about McCarthy that first one. Now I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm wait and see. You feel me? So it's a wait and see process. It's you know, um, what's Dan Quinn is here, Joe Witt's here. You know, let's see. I think they'll do good in the draft again this year. But the biggest thing to me is just like we talked the last two shows when we had the late night hype, and even when it was talking about Connor, it's like let's see what's going to happen in free agency. If the same thing happens in free agency like it always has, then I feel like it's just not going to change. It's just going to be the same old thing, and it's not going to change. There's nothing to get excited about if they're never going to step out in free agency, like and make a move, because they're going to have to get a dog in here to really make some moves. And if they don't have them dogs in there, it's going to be the same old thing. We'll win games, and we'll get to the playoffs, but we're never going to get over that hump because you need them dogs to be able to do that. And until Steven jumps out there in that free agency and does it maybe one or two guys, then Cowboys are just going to fall back on their face again, and it's just going to get set up for failure, and they're going to sell that to all of us, and then so many people are going to believe it because they just fall for it every year, and then it's just going to be the same frustration again. So, so we'll see what the boys is going to do. The new hires, the defense, the draft is going to come up. We'll see what happens. But I'm about to head off of here. Appreciate everybody jumping in the building. Appreciate the donations. Appreciate all my guys. Appreciate Goon Squad. Appreciate all my members. Everybody who be sticking with us, doing our daggone thing. Make sure you check out. I don't know. Me and Boss gonna do something Saturday. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. Aloha, Young Wilson. Make sure I told you we're gonna be in Hawaii. We're gonna do a live show. That is a fact. We are going to do a live show in Hawaii. That is a fact. That's going to guarantee. Unless God takes me off this earth before that happens, we're going to do a live show in Hawaii with Young Wilson, me and Boo Thing, and it's going to be ridiculous. So that's going to happen. I already done put it down, stamped it, got it in there. So that's happening. That's going to be ridiculous, and that's going to be super fun. But yeah, Goon Squad, you know what I'm saying? Hit them like buttons before I get up off of here, because like I said, you know how the hate comes, but it's all good. It doesn't matter. We'll still keep on going, but that is going to be awesome. Young, that's going to be dope. Like, we're going to have a great time with that. Like, I can't even wait. Like, you better show me all of Hawaii. You feel me? Like, I need to see all of Hawaii. You feel me? So I only been there once when I flew with the airlines back in the day, and it was like it kind of in and out. I wasn't there for like 2-3 days. I was like, I came there, I stayed there maybe like 2 or 3 hours, and I flew back out. So, but main thing is show us around town. Let's kick it. Let's have a good time. Let's do the damn thing. So I appreciate everybody tuning in. Burgers and Blitzes, we did at the last second. We didn't even know we was going to do it tonight, but appreciate the good knowledge because Mike has that inside intel about what goes on with them Cowboys. So when I'm telling you, when I bring him on and he tells you about certain players that you should feel good about this, you should, because he's got that inside knowledge. A lot of people don't know. But that's okay. You know what I mean? But hey, I appreciate you. Appreciate y'all. I'll talk to y'all soon. Love you. Silver Blue Nation. Big Game James. You know how we do. Peace.